Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you all the steps that you need to repot your Vanda orchid. And as an additional little bonus, my cat Gracie also makes a little appearance. Hi guys, I'm Corbin Rhodes and today I'm going to do a little Vanda repotting video with you guys. So I grow my Vandas in pots because in my climate here in Cape Town, South Africa, it's kind of tricky for me to keep them in the slatted baskets. So all that you really need is a pot, some coarse mixture, because as you guys probably know that like Vanda orchids, they don't want their roots to stay wet for too long. It's extremely important with these orchids that you kind of can have a wet and dry cycle that happens fairly quickly. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of shake off some of the medium and then see if I can get this orchid out of the pot and see what the roots look like inside. So just squish it around. And there we can see this is a perfectly healthy orchid with like a good root system in a nice loose mixture. Now this mixture isn't actually so bad, but it is starting to break down a bit. So this is the mixture that came from the original pot that it was planted in, and you can see it's starting to break it down. And you don't want things to break down within your orchid media because it can make the media too acidic, and that can be extremely detrimental to your. Try and remove as much of this mixture that I can, to really get it starting to grow again, fresh mixture. And the tag is actually stuck in the roots. I'll put the name on the screen for you guys. This is actually an orchid I bought, I think, from Eikenhoff Orchid Nurseries here in South Africa. They are in Stanford. And there we go. So we just take all this old mixture to one side and we put the plant in the pot. Now it's unfortunate I'm not going to be able to get this long root within the pot without breaking it, so it will just have to stay there. And you position your orchid in. So you get that root inside the pot, that rooted in. Because with these orchids, we're just going to quickly have to address the little cat here in the room. My assistant Grace, my new Emily, and she does absolutely nothing besides sit there in my shop. But anyway, so just tease the roots into the pot, and then I think we can start kind of pushing in mixtures. So these are wine corks that I just simply cut with my secateurs, and I think I'm going to put some of them, trying to get these in here. And it's all just, you just like kind of place the mixture in between the orchid's roots as much as you can, really, and not too tightly, because Vanda orchids don't want their roots to be too constricted by media. And now I'll just fill in. So this is just like a medium grade bark, a pine bark, and you just also kind of tease in some of this. Basically until you can really fill the pot. So you like start with like smaller pieces, you push the smaller pieces into the air pockets of the roots, and then you use like bigger pieces until you eventually kind of fill up the pot. But don't push any of the roots down too much, And the reason why I like to put my Vandas in pots is also because the pot helps to keep some of the humidity around the roots, so that I don't have to, these fell out of the drainage hole. So I'm just gonna put in some more little pieces of bark. You can also like break some pieces. I'm gonna just squeeze them in. This is a very vigorous little orchid actually, because I think it has Patcharee's Delight in the cultivar name. And I think we might be done. Yeah, there we go. So the plant is nice and firmly packed into the pot. So it has a nice root system on it, so it should recover quite quickly, and also it has actively growing roots, so that should also help it to get established. And like the last thing you just do is put the tag into the pot. Yeah, and that can just have a little bit of water and it should be fine.